Hello, thank you so much for joining me, and today we're going to be doing crafts with mudlarking fine. Right, well, today's craft nearly didn't happen because I had an idea of what, I made like a little sketch of what I wanted to do and everything, and it was all based around these little legs that I found. Now, I found these legs on a river beach in Yorkshire, and they're like Santa, little Santa legs. Okay, I think it must have come off a gnome or a sitting Santa type thing. But I found those on the beach and I thought, oh yeah, what right? Because I've not got many Christmas things that I found. I had the snow baby, I've got this, just not much. Oh, and I found some Christmas trees as well, which are knocking about somewhere. Found these little Christmas tree things as well, broken pottery. But yeah, so this Santa leg, and I thought, right, what can I do with this? So I had a vision, I wanted him stuck out of a chimney. Okay, so but I don't like to use my original, so I got Mick to do me a rubber mould using the method, the one single mould method that is in video number 9, I think. Video number 9 tells you how to do the moulds. So I'll just quickly tell you that was glued flat side down into the container, and then the mould was poured on top. And then, because of the shape of it, I could just push it out of the mould, okay? And that's silicone rubber. So if you go to number 9, it'll show you how to do a mould. So anyway, I made a mould, and then I cast it in just plaster. I just did it in plaster, so it was, quite similar to that. And because it uses a lot, I didn't want to use resin, and I've got a sack of plaster. Okay, so I've got my feet. And then I asked Mick if he could do me a model of a chimney. Put them in. So he made me out of clay this chimney stack, but I thought, you know what, you never know, I might need another chimney stack one day. So I made a mould of it, one piece mould again, so I could just push it out of there. And as it happens, I did use it again because I made a Humpty Dumpty, and that was his wall it was sat on. Anyway, so we've got our chimney and we've got our legs that are going to be stuck out of the chimney there, okay? And I thought, oh, I know, I'll put it in a dome. Right, fair enough. So I've got all my domes together. That one, I thought, oh, well, that's not high enough anyway, is it? It's not high enough, but also not wide enough anyway. And plus the light was in the middle, so that was useless. And then my other big dome was this one. I thought, oh, it might be too high, I'll have to do something up there. Can't get it in. So I've just been sat here racking my brains thinking, I can't just paint the legs and this and make a craft out of it. So I've got this. I've got this big glass jar. Now if you turn it upside down, on first inspection it doesn't fit. Okay. So put it in like that, and it does fit, and it will still fasten. So that's a go. That's going to be our dome, a glass jar. So just to show you, you don't need domes to do a little scene, because we're going to do it with this glass jar turned up like that. We can put some ribbon around it, we can decorate it all up. I'm sure it'll look lovely, and it'll, do what it's supposed to do. And I've also got my cricket my little Cricut, not the one that's attached to my computer. That's a very big machine. But I've got my little Cricut because I want to do some words on it, just because it's a very big piece of glass. And I just thought a few words on it would be nice. Right, okay, so let's get started. I'm going to get the paint and the brushes together and we're going to start painting this. Okay, start painting it. Okay, so I want black, white, red and grey. Oh, I also want a brick colour. Okay, very sorry about that. I also didn't have my backlights on there and my light there, so yes, so let's carry on. I have a brick paint, which is blackboard paint, but it's red blackboard paint. And I know that looks good as brick because I did my Humpty Dumpty wall with that colour. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the bricks first. So we'll use this bigger brush to paint the bricks. Yeah, this is just blackboard paint, but red blackboard paint. Just make sure we're in view. It might need 2 coats, I don't know. Just I've done this in plaster. You could do it in resin, but it would take up a lot of resin. Unless you put like a wooden block inside, you know, to take up some of the space. I've done it in plaster because plaster is so cheap, and I really do have a sack of casting plaster that I've had for, oh my word, years. It's very, very handy stuff. When you run out of resin for your moulds, it's great stuff. So yeah, it's something like a 20 kilogram bag of plaster. It has lasted me years, and I'm sure it'll last me years more. But it is a nice alternative to resin, especially if you're not going to put it outside. Right, so here we go. This is just the red blackboard paint going on. I might even try and do the grout actually when it's dry. I might do. See how fiddly it looks. I've just put the laminated sheet underneath just to protect me table covering. Right, I'll just put my glasses on so I can actually see what I've missed. Okay, let's leave that to dry. That's the chimney done. Okay, just pop that to the side there. Put the brush in the water. Try and put your brush in the water if you can, otherwise they're just ruining. It's such a shame to buy new ones. Okay, let's do should we do the white first on that? Let's just get some water on me, get that paint off. Okay, should we do the white on the, yes, let's do the white first. She's there. This feels quite runny, so I hope it's still okay. Right, I'm not just going to put it on the laminate. I would put it on the laminated sheet, but I have a feeling it's a bit too runny for that. 1 second, let me just wipe this red off here. Right, let's do the white. And it's just going to be the fur around the top of the boots. I don't have to do it, you know, so neatly because I shall cut the other paint up to the white edge. Plaster's white anyway, so probably won't need 2 coats. Okay, not that you can see very clearly because it's white on white, but I've just painted the fur white on that. Okay, what I think I might do actually is leave that to dry, and I might see about doing a bit of the grouting. So I'm just going to add a smidgen of black. Gosh, I don't think I've got much black left. Oop. I'll save that for his boots. Right, I'm just going to see if this grey works as a like a little grouting. If it doesn't, I'm just going to paint over it in the brick red again. I'm going to try it first though, just so that we can add a little bit more detail to it. It might be hard actually because this grout isn't flat. Actually, you know what? It's worth that little bit of effort. I've undone a little bit of it there, but it is nice. So yeah, I'm just going to go between the bricks as carefully as I can with some grey. Because it's plaster, this paint dries very, very quickly. It just soaks into it. It definitely doesn't need a second coat, it's fine as it is. That actually looks so much better with the grey in between. Right, okay, it's done. Oh, I've just put my finger in the black paint. Oh, it's all over my nail. Never mind. Okay, here we go. Barring any more disasters. See, pick it up in the corners there. We've got our little chimney there, you can see it. All ready for Santa, just leave that to dry. I'm not quite sure what to do in the middle yet. I might paint it black. Not sure, but for now, that can dry over there. And we can get the boots back again, and I think we'll try doing Santa's boots now. Okay, right. The white's fully soaked in. Leave that white there. Yeah, so these boots were just on the river beach in Yorkshire. Oh gosh, it was back in the summer, if not spring. It was a long time ago that I found these, but I just knew one day that they'd come in handy for something. But yeah, I don't like to use the originals if I can help it. If I can get a mould of it, I will. Okay, this paint goes on this plaster really nicely. I'm gonna hold it by its legs. Sorry. Very difficult painting it so I can see it, that can see it, and that can see it. Honestly. There are lots of things to consider. Might need a little bit more black paint. Okay, just pop that down 1 second. Get some more black paint. See if we can avoid it squirting everywhere this time. Right, okay. We have now got black boots, just making sure can't see any bits of white, and there we go. Got some black boots there. Pop them down. Right, now we want red. Okay, in fact I've got that red, but I'm thinking I might want my red for my mushrooms, which is just a little bit brighter. Sorry. Yeah, red that's a little bit brighter. That's just an acrylic. They're all acrylic paints that I use for this. They just give you a lovely rich colour. Right, so I've got to paint this and make sure I leave his boots, his fur and his boots white, okay? Well, you know how Santa is. Okay, not doing too bad. On the front. Yeah, it's looking like Santa, isn't it? Excuse me. Almost done. Right, okay, there we have it. Santa's boots done. Let me just wipe my fingers before I pick up this. Right, we've got that almost drying. So I'm going to put them both to one side. Let them dry. I'm just going to pack away here, and then I'm going to make a start on the dome, which also means make a start with the cricket. Right, okay, let's do the base, I think, first before we do the writing on it. Right, we already know that this, the chimney is going to sit sort of here. Can you see in the widest bit, the very, very widest bit before it goes narrow for the neck? So we know we can get the chimney in there and it's going to sit there. But I don't want it to sit over, you know, an empty gap. So what I've got is, I did have right in front of me. We've all been there. We've all been there. I think I might have said it in the last video actually. You put things down and you can't, right in front of you, and you can't see them for a long time. Okay, they're right in front of me. I've got some wooden coasters. I'm thinking, first of all, I'll see if it will still screw on, or I might need to chop them down a bit. But I'm thinking of just gluing these and sticking these in, so that at least it's not stuck over a big hole. A big sort of space. So let's see if this will screw on with those in place. it's not letting me grasp. So I'm going to cut these down. You won't see them because they are going to be covered. Okay, I'm just going to cut these down, make them a little bit smaller. You won't see them, so the neatness, don't need to worry too much about. So yeah, you can fill the gap with whatever you want. I'm using this because I happen to have these. So I'm going to cut all these down just like that, just a little bit off the edge, just so that I can sit them inside the lid and it'll still be able to screw on. So I'll come back when I've cut them all. Okay, so there you have it. They're all cut out. I just cut like 1/2 centimetre off, if that, all the way around. Okay, just pop that down there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them into there. I'm going to use, I've run out of silicone glue, so I'm just going to pop this E6000 glue on it. We know it's a sturdy glue. Just a few blobs on there. Press that down. Only a few blobs needed. It's not holding any weight, it's just merely sitting in the bottom. So I'm doing just 3 blobs. Okay, so what I do want to do though is cover the top bit there with some snow. I'm going to glue it on, just so that when I put the other snow on top, you won't be able to see the cork through it. Okay, but it'll always have like a snowy base. Right, for that I'm going to get my tacky glue, so just bear with me while I go and get my glue. Okay, I've got my tacky glue. I am just going to spread it all over here. Make it quite thick as well. And if I find that the snow doesn't cover it, I will wait for it to dry and I will put another coat on. It never hurts to go back over. Okay, let's see what happens with that. Let's get our snow. Let's get our container. Just gonna empty it on it and then I'm gonna press it down. Sorry. Right. Okay, let's give it a good press. That looks great on the side, but just let me see when let me just get that rest. When I put the jar on it, I want to make sure I can't see that cork. If I can see that cork, I'm going to put some ribbon around it. No, I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I am. I'm going to get some white ribbon, I think, to go around that cork to disguise it. Okay, I'm going to use my Let It Snow tape because I'm going to put it, you won't, once you put the lid on you can hardly see it, but I'm just going to put this, I've used it a few times now. In fact, I've used it in every craft, I think. Let It Snow. Lovely tape. Because I'm going to be decorating the outside of this lid with it. And I'm going to put it round that cork just to hide it. Okay, so let me measure it and glue it. Oops, we've got our tacky glue, so we might as well use that to glue it with. There we go. As per usual, just put this glue. Doesn't matter about getting on the table. I'm going to wipe the table when I've finished. But yeah, protect your table. putting a nice healthy covering on. Yeah, so this craft, not quite as I imagined it to be. A little bit more complicated, but having said that though, we're doing it, aren't we? We're getting there. Let's seal that snow up. Put you there. Let's get that snow. Pop you in there. Okay, make sure we put it the right way around. Okay, I'm just going to put it on the inside. Let me press it on there first. I now think actually, because it's created like a little tiny gap between the cork and the ribbon, I'm actually going to sprinkle on some of this snow. Can you see between the, you might not be able to see, but between the cork and the ribbon, it's just a tiny bit of a gap. So I'm just going to sprinkle this snow and fill that gap. There you go, that's got a bit more snow on it now. That actually looks a lot better. Let's centralise it. That glue is still wet. Okay, so there we have it. We'll leave that to dry. And now we'll do the cricket. So let me just move that out of the way, clean the table a little bit, and we'll get started on the cricket. Right, okay, so with your Joy, you get you get yourself an app on the phone, which is the Cricket app, because that's a Cricket Joy. Okay, this is just a mini one. You don't need to plug it into your computer. That's why it's perfect, because it's portable. Completely, you can take it downstairs, upstairs, wherever. You don't need a computer. You just need a phone or a tablet. You get the Cricket app on it, and then on there you can create all sorts of things. And you can also buy the images or the wording or the letters that you want to cut out. Okay, so I've already done. There we go. Ho ho ho, can you see it? I'll show you there as well. Ho ho ho. Okay, so that's what I want cut out to put on the front of here. So I'm going to use silver. I'm going to keep it all white and blue and silvery, even though we've got a bright Santa in the middle, because we're going to put snowflakes, I think, on there as well. So ho ho ho, I want that cutting out, and we're using smart vinyl. I think it's a shimmer one, is it? Shimmer. So you set it on here to smart vinyl. This is a smart vinyl because it comes on its own backing. You do also get a mat with it where you can put your own vinyl on it. I've got tons of vinyl, like sign writing vinyl and heat press vinyl, but this one, it came with a couple of these smart ones which already have the backing on them. Okay, right, so it says yep, now load it onto here, and it just checks that you've got enough vinyl. So it sends it out the back, it sends it out the front, because it knows how big it needs to cut. Okay, let me just, I'm going to try and do it sideways for you. Okay, try and do it sideways. What just happened then was it sent it out the back of the machine and back in again, because it knows how far it needs to cut. So it's just checking that I don't take it off here, just checking you've got enough vinyl to do that specific task, which is that ho 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 sign. Okay, and there's a lot, I find this is great, it's portable, but there's a lot of wastage of your vinyl, whereas when I'm using the one in the other room that's attached to the computer, my Cricut Explore, you tend to find you can move it about, and you know, there's not as much weight. This is because you have to use the width of here. You're going to waste anything at the side that you've not used, whereas in there you'll just literally just use what you need to use. Okay, so This says tap go. Okay, I'm going to put that there at the bottom. Little green button that says tap go down there, that way. Okay, so I'm going to tap go. It's preparing it says. So now it's cutting it. I didn't need to reverse it because it's just going straight onto the jar. Okay, so it's finished cutting. There we go, back on my app. Unload. Unloaded, there you go. So, there we have it. The lettering cut out. So, I'm just going to cut it straight across. Okay, just make sure it fits on, and it does. Okay, so just let me move this to one side and I'll come back to you. Right, okay, so we've got our cut out, and what we're going to do is we just need to, and you see what I mean about this, unless when you're just cutting one thing out, well, you'll see in a minute when I take it off. I'm just going to peel off the outer bit, leaving the bit that we want on there. Yeah, so unless you're cutting a few things out at once so you can rearrange them and fit them on to this sheet, you do lose a bit. I mean, look at that. On my other Cricut, I could have just used up to the end of that ho-ho-ho and I would still have that bit of vinyl left. You get a bit precious about your vinyl. Right, so I've peeled off the backing, and now I need to get rid of all the middle of the O's and bits of H's and stuff. This ho-ho-ho was one that I bought on the Cricut app, because you can buy individual designs, and this one, to save some time, I could have just written out ho 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 and joined them together, but just to save some time I bought one. It was only 89p. I've got that image now that I can use. So there we go, ho ho ho. So I want to transfer that onto there. I have cleaned it, but I'm just going to give it a bit more of a wipe where I want it to go, obviously using my jumper. That's what you do when you're a crafter. Okay. This is why all my jumpers and sweatshirts all end up with glue all over them and glitter and stuff. Okay. Right, okay, we've given that a bit of a on the spot clean. Right, now we need our transfer tape. Okay, with this we can be a bit more precise and just cut out the amount we need. Okay, and this transfer tape does exactly what it says. It transfers that image onto a sticky background, but not quite as sticky, just enough to lift it up so that you can place it onto your item and place it straight, okay? Because you would never be able to just pick that up and put it on there without being able to keep it all in the right position. Okay, so you need your transfer tape. This is Cricut transfer tape, but I use other transfer tape, anything, eBay, Amazon. It doesn't have to be Cricut for this machine. Okay, it can be any transfer tape. Right, so we need to peel this transfer tape off. I feel like I've not done any writing on things for absolutely ages. I think the last thing I did was the shoe picture. So if you've seen my videos, you remember the shoe picture. which is up there. I don't know if you can see it, or you can just see the bottom of it, where it says good shoes take you to good places on it. Okay, that was the last time I did writing. Right, we just want to put this so that it covers all the writing. Okay, I'm going to press it on. Right, I'm not going to lie. Smart vinyl is an absolute, you know what, to get off this backing, okay? I've got to give it lots and lots of rubbing to get it to go onto this this sheet here. When you're using the mat, the other mat, and your own vinyl, it comes off, I would say, 30 times easier. Right, so I'm now just going to be rubbing this. You just rub the lettering so that it sticks onto this tape. For some reason, it's really, really hard to get off this mat when you're using smart vinyl. Okay, that's the truth. There's no point in you watching me for 5 minutes rubbing this on here, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be rubbing it for a long time to get it to stick onto here. Okay, that's because I'm using the smart vinyl. If I was using the mat, it wouldn't happen. So I shall be back in just 1 second. Right, I've done some rubbing with the end of my knife, just like that, and I think, you know what, that's worked a treat. That's worked better than anything that I've ever used before. So you've rubbed the back of it onto this transfer sheet, and hopefully, fingers crossed, yep, see how it just all peels off. Okay, so you've got your ho ho ho. It's now on that sticky sheet, ready to go onto your jar. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to stick that on now because I don't know how tricky it is to place that in correctly. I'd rather put that in and then figure out where that's going to go, okay? But it doesn't matter, you can put that back on there. It's not going to stick. It's now still on that sheet, okay? It's picked it up, so don't worry about that. But we've done it. That's to one side. Okay, let's have a think about this. Let's have a think. Yes, so we're not going to decorate the jar, but we can decorate this. We can put the ribbon around the outside of this, can't we? We might as well stick with the same one. Okay. So it's not worked out too badly. We've managed to salvage the fact that the dome didn't fit. Let me just get this. Oh my goodness, I'm covered in snow. Oh. Right. Let's just be good. Okay, and put something down on there. Let's move that out of the way. A bit distracting. Okay, let's get the glue. Oops, wrong brush. Oh no, we can still use that brush. Let me just give it a wipe. Right, when I finish these craft projects, I'm definitely going to buy myself some tacky glue, okay, because I am running out now. I'm just going to put it level at the top. Sorry, did you not see any of that? Sorry. Okay, I've just pushed it around the jar. Can you see? Just pushed it level with the top there. I have plonked a little bit of extra snow on there, and I might plonk even more on, just so that it'll fill any gaps. If I can get the lid on properly. Right, okay. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to give this a second to dry, okay? Because this glue that's holding all the cork stuff together is probably still a little bit wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. I'm going to come back. I'm going to reassess it and start putting it together. Okay, so I'll be back in 1 second. Right, I've got my broom. And now comes the tricky part. Because I have got to get those legs and that together in that dome and then put it on there. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this glue, okay, on the off chance that I manage it and I get those legs on top of there in that dome. I'm going to put some glue in ready, okay, so that they will stick. Okay, let's get the lid on that. Okay, right, so let me just align everything up. Okay. put that glue in there. That's in there. That should hold it. Right, so this might take some time. So be prepared for this section to be speeded up, okay? I can't imagine it being quick. Right, I think actually that is how they're going to sit. It does look like it's in the right place. Ugh, sorry. Yeah, don't do this at home, folks, because this is fiddly. Right, okay, I think that's probably as good as we're going to get on that, okay. Right, we've got Santa's legs stuck out the chimney. He's eaten too many mince pies this year. Right, what I want to do is also just going to stick a little bit more snow on there, on the top. And I don't mind it pushing outwards once I've got the lid, once I've got it on there. I'm just going to see if I can pile it up, just so that I can just sort of fill out any gaps at the side. Just an idea. If I put loads of snow on here, hopefully it'll be pushed out to the side once I've screwed the lid on. Okay, that's the plan. Right, okay. Right, is that the best we can do with them legs? You know what I think it is? It does its job, doesn't it? They're sticking out. They're sticking out of the chimney. Okay, right, here goes. We need to, that snow is holding that up, isn't it? Right, I'm just going to twist it on, and then I'm going to give it a bit of a shake and see if we can get that snow to move from underneath. That means his legs are moving though. Okay. Sorry, just getting a bit of that snow. There we go, there we go. Right, okay, we've got him. We've got his legs in there. We've got him sat nicely on that snow now. I'm going to add something else to this. Don't forget, we've got the words and something. Look at him, it's in there. Right, we did it. We got him in. Phew, right, okay, where should we put ho, ho, ho? I don't know if we want it right in the middle, but let's have a look at it. Here it is. I'm not going to place it on just yet. I'm just going to see where I think it will go best. Do you want it right at the front now? I don't think I want it right at the front because I don't want him blurred. I just want it to the side of the legs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to the side of the legs here on that corner. Okay? You see, on that corner. So I just hold it up to it as flat as I can along the top edge. Get the writing as straight as I can. Okay, turn it round. So just put it on there like that, and I'm just going to press it on. Difficult to do, not facing you. 1 second. So press it on, then you press around all the letters. Okay. I'm coughing because I've got the central heating on and it's dead warm. Okay, there we go. Right. Press, so we put it round so I can firmly press the letters. All right then. So hopefully, let's just see, and then I'll turn it round to you. In fact, we can do it to that. Oh, I can't tip it up, can I? Oh, don't tip it up. Nearly lost its legs then. Right, okay. So remember, can't tip this up now. Okay, so I'm just peeling it off. There you go. Just peeling it down. Just that bit's done. Don't forget, I didn't want it at the front. You could have your writing at the front. It makes no difference where you put it. I've got ho 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 at the side there. Right, we have got, should I put lights on, or which lights should we have? Right, I have got these Christmas lights. You know what? That is so festive. I'm going with that. And that is actually a necklace. Okay, but it's got like little Christmas light bulbs on it. Can you see? Little Christmas light bulbs. And it lights up. Yeah, so I'm going to twist that round twice. I'm going to glue it on. We're going to have that on it. That's a nice little finishing touch. Right, but I also want some snowflakes, either like that, or it's coming together, and I can't tell you what a relief it is. Because when I didn't have a dome big enough, I thought, really didn't think that through very well. I mean, the only dome that would be big enough would be the one there. That massive one that's got dolls' heads in it, and it would have had loads of space up top where there would have been nothing, so it wouldn't have worked out very well. But this is just a glass jar. A glass jar with disguised lids. You can get from anywhere. You can get them with corks in the bottom as well. That's a nice base to work on. But yeah, so Santa's, those legs will be stuck in there eventually because that glue will dry. Right, now what I want to do is do I want these snowflakes, because I do, you know what, I think I'm going to go for a mixture on this one. It's quite a big jar, so let's get those. Oh, we've got some snowballs as well. Well, little white pom-poms. That might do. Right, okay. Let's glue let's put some of these on and then some stickers maybe. Right, I'm going to put a nice big one on the top there. With that glue and the end of that to get it off. So I'll just squeeze a little bit out. So I need to add to my shopping list actually silicone glue and what else was it? Tacky glue. Right, I don't want to cover up Santa, so I'm probably not going to put anything at the front. So as you can see, I am just adding snowflakes, all different sizes. Not too many. Maybe one more little one. Down here, little one. There, okay, and then oops, that's not enough. Right, just let me show you that. I'll put the lid on. That's right, so here we go. We've got a few snowflakes around it, okay, where the writing is. We left the front clear because we want to be able to see him, don't we? Might be able to put a sticker. Right, I just want to put a few of the little stickers, snowflake stickers. Just to fill in a few gaps. You can't hardly see them, they're just snowflake stickers. In this bag here. I think I've got something in this bag. One second. Right, here we go. Okay, so just show you that then, what we've done. A few stickers. Oops. Few stickers. Oops, that one slid down a little bit. Let's give them a bit of a push. Okay. Few stickers. Harder to see the stickers, but that's okay. It's a nice little touch, but we've got the bigger ones, bigger snowflakes. Okay, but I still think it needs, apart from the lights that we're going to put on in a second, I still think it needs a little bit of something else at the front there. This is actually turning out to be quite nice. Right, we have got, I'm not going to use that again, I don't, shall I? That and that maybe. Right, let's see. Let's see. I have a little wooden thing, little wooden tag here that says Merry Christmas. Okay, it's just wood with a little ribbon through it. And I have this, what I've used before on the bird one, if you remember, the bird dome. This Christmas is very domey. Don't know whether to put that and that. You know what, I do quite fancy that and that. Right, what I'm thinking is, let me just bring it here so you can see it. I'm thinking this at the front. So I'll show you what I'm going to do front ways, and then I'm going to do it to myself, okay? Do it turning around looking at me. And then probably put this, something like that says Merry Christmas. I need to see it to be able to see how it will go. But yeah, I'm thinking big snowflake and that on there somehow. Okay, right. So the best I can do is talk you and tell you what I'm doing. Right, so let's get to the front of this. Just make sure these aren't slipping down. Right, the front of this, and I want the snowflake to the side a little bit, I think. And then I'm going to take the ribbon out of that. I don't want the ribbon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I might put a couple of pom-poms on the end, actually, like little snowballs. So let me just move that out of the way so you can see what I'm thinking of doing. Is I've took the ribbon off this thing, okay? Ribbon's off it. Little pom-poms, 1, 2, 3. If you're going to put things in, really, ideally, you should do it in 3s. Okay, so, oop, I've still got some glue on there. Let me, because I want to disguise that hole. So I'm just going to put some glue on there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got 3 little snowballs on there. Right. You can hear my brain ticking over, can't you? Thinking, what can I do? Right, so I'm going to go for, unfortunately you can't see it. Right, what we discussed was putting that snowflake down at the bottom and then the Merry Christmas across it. Do I want it at the front? No, I don't want it at the front. No, I don't want it at the front. I want it to the other corner. You've got the ho 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 on one corner of it, and then on the other corner I'm going to put the snowflake and the Merry Christmas sign like that. Okay, like that, sorry. Can't see through hands. I'm going to put it like that at the bottom. Okay, so I want it on there and there. Just putting glue on the bottom bit of that snowflake, sticking it on the corner, where the corner of the chimney is. Turn it around and show you. You see, I'm putting it on the corner of the chimney, okay? The corner, because the other corner's got the ho 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 on it. Okay, so we're going to leave that middle bit free to see Santa, okay? And then we want to put that on there, so. There we go. I've only glued it on the lid, so if I wanted to unscrew it, I could. I haven't glued the lid to the jar. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my brew. I'm just going to hold this so that it sets, so that we can move it around to put the lights on. I don't want it all falling off. Then I'll show you. Okay. Okay, we're giving it a few minutes now. It's not totally dry, but it's a little bit better than it was. And now what we're going to do is we're going to attach these lights to the top. So I'm going to attach it this way because I want to attach it twice, like so. And I think what I'm going to do to attach it is use some of the silver vinyl. Okay, sec, because it'll match. So first of all, I want a bit of a wedge. Just cut a piece of this. Ooh, pom-poms. It's late at night, I'm getting tired. Right, I've just cut this piece. Oops, try not to break everything. I've just cut this piece of vinyl here. Piece of vinyl. I'm just going to stick the light to the jar with. There. And I'm going to do the same at the front, and we will disguise it with something. Okay, so I shall stick it on. Silver vinyl, same one as the ho 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 sign. Let me just turn it around. Sorry, I can't work towards you. Okay, let's see if we can disguise that with, should we stick one of those on? You know what, just to disguise that little bit of tape at the front there, can you see where I've popped the tape on? Let me just lift it up to you so you can see what we're dealing with. That bit of tape there that's holding it on looks a bit untidy. Look, I did that. Put the Merry Christmas and the snowballs down there. There. That bit of tape, I'm just going to disguise it with one of these. Doesn't matter about the one at the back. Need to put my glasses on, can't see. So let me turn it around one sec. We glue straight onto the tape. There you go. If I need to peel it off and put different lights on, I can do. Right, that's it. I think it's finished. Should we pop the lights on? Let's just have them still so that we can see what we're doing. Right, there we have it. I'm going to bring it to you. There's Santa. Poor little fella. Ho, ho, ho. He's stuck down the chimney. We've got the ribbon around the bottom. We've got the Merry Christmas and the snowflakes there. Snowflakes all over. And plus the Christmas lights at the top. And you know what? I do think that has turned out particularly well. Considering it was almost a disaster because I didn't have a dome big enough. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased with that. I should have made another stand for it, shouldn't I? Never mind. Let's save that for another day. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. Santa is stuck up a chimney.
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws. Out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys. All for the little ones' Christmas.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when we put any videos up. And also don't forget, if you really enjoyed it, we have got the Ko-fi link down below, which you can donate the price of a coffee to us, and we appreciate it very much. Thanks for watching. Bye.